Yeah, pause on YouTube. 6-Foot Hacks here. Happy guys, today another Showdown live. This time it's going to be in the NU tier once more. Absolutely loving NU now. I'm not sure if by the time this goes up, if some mons are going to be banned or not, but for right now, I'm going to be using what I can, when I can. Let me know what you guys think is going to be banned from NU in the next couple of days or in the upcoming weeks or so. I'm actually really excited to see how things are going to shape out once like all the broken, busted stuff is gone. So yeah, if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to hammer on that like button down below. Let's get this started. So this team is a pretty cool team I got off of the forums that was made around Noivern, which I've always been a fan of Noivern. I've just never really used it because in whatever tier it's in, it doesn't seem like it can really do too much, but having an amazing speed stat in 123 and a solid special attack stat with 97 and great stabs in Draco Meteor and Hurricane and a nice coverage move in Flamethrower. Unfortunately, this doesn't get access to Fire Blast, but I guess you can maybe use Heat Wave just for like the 5 extra damage, but I don't really think that's worth the 10% chance to miss. So yeah, Flamethrower should be good. We have Steelix here, which Steelix is an absolute monster still in the NU tier. I wonder if Mega Steelix will actually end up being NU this time. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna put these in speed so I can creep other Steelix. Next off, we have Poliwrath, which is another really cool Pokemon I'm a huge fan of that I never really get to use. So really like this. Definitely hoping that this can put in a lot of work. Next off, we have Golbat, which is pretty awesome. This is our form of Hazard control with a bit of speed to just outspeed opposing Golbats and just other mons with base 90 or non-speed invested. Actually, I could maybe add a bit more speed now that I think about it. Hold on. Because this will outspeed, I think like max speed base 50s that aren't running plus speed nature. So like Choice Banded Emboar, I think it's outsped by 56 speed EVs, so that's good. Next off, we have Z-Move Drapion. Now this is something I'm actually really excited to use. This is a set I've kind of been wanting to try out, so I'm really hoping that it will put in a lot of work in this game. Z-Move Drapion I think is really nice. Drapion in general is just a pretty cool Pokemon. And then finally off, we have Scar Tyrantrum, which is the revenge killer and just making sure that things do not utterly destroy us. But yeah, just a nice little dragon spam core, I guess you could kind of say. But yeah guys, that is the team. Let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so we got the first matchup here, and this dude's using Joey's team, which is kind of annoying. Just because Hail is just annoying in general, is what I meant. I'm gonna leave Noivern because I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Ice Shard. No, does he have Ice Shard? No, of course Abomasnow would have Ice Shard. I'm pretty sure Abomasnow should have Ice Shard. Maybe Steelix wouldn't be a bad lead here. I could see him leading off with the Abomasnow, probably Rotom. If he leads right on, that could be a little bit annoying. But he'll probably just get up his rocks right away, and I can get up my rocks too. Hitmonlee shouldn't be too big of an issue. Right on could maybe be a problem. He's got no safe answer to Head Smash from Tyrantrum, so that's really good. As he does end up leading off with the Abomasnow. I kind of just want to go straight for the Heavy Slam. But I don't think that's going to knock him out. I don't think that'll come anywhere near close to knocking him out. I'm going to get up rocks. Alright, so Blizzard still does a lot of damage. That did a lot of damage. Do I need this? I mean, this is just nice to keep up rocks. I don't think Heavy Slam is going to be doing too much. Toxic could be nice, but he's got Aromatherapy on Aromatisse. I'm just going to Heavy Slam here. Actually, okay, so this is good. This is good. We get off some nice chip damage on Rhydon. I guess Toxicking there wouldn't have been a bad play, because then I could have Toxiced Rhydon instead. I could see him going for the Earthquake here. Don't really have a safe switch into this monster. Poliwrath can maybe put in a lot of work, it looks like. I'm gonna switch out here. Him getting up rocks is very obvious. Like that's fine. Like I really wanted to stay in there and go for Heavy Slam again, but I didn't really think it was worth it. Because from here, I can probably just Scald, catch the incoming Aromatisse. I can Toxic as well. I think I'm gonna Toxic instead. Because he's probably gonna be more enticed to Heal Bell after being Toxic. So yeah, because he's going to get severely worn down. Is this affected by Hail? Okay, for some reason I thought that Aromatisse's ability meant that I wasn't affected by Hail. That's fine though. This thing is kind of a nuisance, honestly. I'm gonna Scald here, see what he wants to do. As he does just go straight for the aromatherapy. He's probably gonna feel comfortable in Moonblasting here. Kinda wish I had Taunt on Golbat. I don't have a safe switch into this thing, dude. Like, this thing's a problem. Steelix can kind of comfortably switch in here. The only problem with that is that if he goes for Wish right now, that'd be really annoying. I need to break something on his team so I can find a way in. Because this is definitely a winnable matchup. It's just trying to break his wall cores. As he does go straight for the Moonblast, that is fine because now I will be able to just Heavy Slam once more. And thanks to the hail, he's going to be a little bit low. Actually, would Toxicking here be a bad play at all? I want a Toxic. Oh, because he actually goes for the Wish, okay. I wasn't expecting that, honestly. I kind of want a Toxic again. No, he could just Protect, though, is a thing. I don't think he's going to. No, okay, yeah. I didn't think he would stay in. I really didn't think he would stay in. At the same time, I thought he would just go for Protect. This is fine, though, because we're able to Toxic the Rhydon, which is really great. So one kind of less nuisance, as I'm going to bring in Golbat here. As he goes for the Rock Blast. I thought about switching into Poliwrath there. I really did, but I didn't fully think about it. As he's going to get really lucky, dude. Come on. Really? 5 times? That's just dumb. That's actually just dumb. I hate this game. It's fine. We have Drapion. Does an Aqua Tail just knock this out? I'm not sure. Because I don't know if I have to Z-move here or not. Yeah, I probably have to Z-move. Alright, so Rhydon's going to go down. That's really good. That's one giant thing out of the way. That was probably like one of his biggest issues. One of the biggest nuisances, I mean. As I outspeed this, honestly, but I don't think we knock him out in any one hit. No, Poison Jab doesn't do nearly enough. Do I sack here? I have to sack here, I think. At the same time, I could try and make an aggressive switch into Noivern. Is what I'm actually thinking. Oh, that does so much damage. What? Okay, hold on, hold on. I need a little bit of chip damage on this Hitmonlee. Like, that's all I need in order to knock it out, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna stack Steelix here. I didn't want to make this play, I really didn't. Okay, is he Scarf then, maybe? I can Swords Dance here, is what I'm thinking. Because then he's got to switch here. Like, there's no reason he should stay in here and close combat me. Because he can switch into his Abomasnow, sack that off. He can switch into Alolan Sandslash too. Knockoffing here wouldn't be a bad play, I guess. Because I knock off the Abomasnow, but if I get up to +2, I put him in a scenario where he's got to make a choice of sacking off Abomasnow and allowing me to KO that or KO something else potentially, depending on predictions. So... I really don't think he's going to stay in here, man. I really don't. Oh, I knew I should have knocked off. I knew I should have knocked off. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Gotta get my head in the game. Gotta get my head in the game. This is still winnable. Like, this is still winnable. This is fine. That's fine. I really don't care about that. I'm just gonna Scald here as he does bring in the Abomasnow. That's fine. If we can get a burn, that's gonna be nice just for the extra little bit of chip. If not, then it is fine. Oh, is he in range? He could be in range of where Vacuum Wave knocks him out. He could be in range of where Vacuum Wave knocks him out. Let's see. I am modest max special attack. But I really don't know if I do knock him out. No. Vacuum Wave does not do nearly enough damage. Doesn't do anywhere near enough damage. I'm gonna make a hard switch into Drapion here. As he goes for the Giga Drain, that's fine. Should be able to just knock off here. Yeah, if I had Swords Danced on the turn he switched into Sand Slash, I could have just gone for a +2 knockoff on something. That was probably my better play to do. I shouldn't have made the aggressive play and just going for Poison Jab like that, because there was no chance he was staying in. I just second guessed my play instead of going with my gut. But normally your gut feeling is just about always right from what I've learned. So I think knocking off here is good, as it just died. So the hail's still really annoying. Like, the hail's really problematic still. I gotta knock this off, dude. Like, we can still live one hit. So I can just go for Scald here, honestly. Yeah, I could have Vacuum Wave too, but I didn't want to risk him switching into the Aromatisse. Because, into the Aromatisse, I don't know how you pronounce it. Aromatisse, whatever. Because that could have been annoying. Oh, if that's Scarfed Hitmonlee, he probably wins. Well, no, this is Scarf Rotom. Because he can just Volt Switch here. Or Thunderbolt, that's fine. I have to Head Smash. And just hope I don't miss. Please don't miss. Bruh, come on! Okay, so down it goes. Okay, we still have a chance. We still have a chance. We still have a chance. I need to hit Head Smash though. I need to. Oh my god, I put myself in a really bad spot here. I don't know. I could have definitely played that better. Could have played things a little bit better. But that first Head Smash miss, which is kind of annoying. I was a little concerned that he was scarfed, but double Scarfer would be a little odd. Maybe like Fake Out? No, I don't. Choice Banded maybe. Guess that kind of makes sense. Even more of a reason why I should have just gone straight with the Swords Dance on my Drapion instead of Poison Jabbing like an idiot. Because then I probably would have knocked out the Sand Slash at +2, or knocked something else out on the switch in. It's fine though, I think we're still in a pretty decent spot. We can still win, it's just, it literally comes down to whether or not I hit or miss. So, we all know how that's probably going to turn out. Oh, please. Please, Tyrantrum. Please. Please, I need you to hit. I need you to hit, my mans. Yes! Down it goes, one more, ladies and gentlemen. Uno más! Uno más! Come on, Tyrantrum, putting the team on his back, ladies and gentlemen, pulling out the victory. Let's go. I don't know who that was. I'm sorry, man, if challenged you, but we got a match. I mean, we got a victory there. I really thought we were going to lose that match. Let's go get another one. Alright, guys, so we got the next matchup here. And I know a Venipede may seem a little bit odd, but I have seen a set for this, which is a Spike lead set. And then he's got something to cover Deflog, and then Rocks, and then Spinning. Oh, this could be actually really annoying. This could be really annoying. I think I'm gonna lead Drapion. Yeah, as he does lead Venipede. That's fine. I don't want to put him too low, so I'm gonna Poison Jab. Because he's gotta have Protect, Endeavor, and Spikes. Like, that's what I'm guessing. Baton Pass is banned, so he can't do that. Alright, and then Knockoff should finish him off this next turn. I didn't want to go straight for the Knockoff because if he goes for Endeavor, then he just puts me at like 1 HP. So there's really no reason to do that. I think just going for Aqua Tail or Poison Jab or whatever, and then knocking him out is the better play. Because if he had gone for the Endeavor, then he wouldn't have put me entirely too low. So in comes the Minior. This thing is a little bit of a nuisance actually. I outspeed this so I can knock off and prevent him from getting his Spadef raised. This thing is kind of terrifying. Do I need Drapion? No, I think I'm just gonna sack Drapion here. Okay, so yeah, this thing is, oh, this could be a problem actually. I'm gonna knock off in case he doesn't go for an offensive move. I want to say Tyrantrum can still just knock this out. Oh god, I just died. I have the Vacuum Wave. Why didn't I just do this earlier? Why didn't I just do that in the first place? Okay, I don't know if that crit mattered. Because he was at -1. This Yuxi could be a problem. I have to get on my rocks here. I have to get on my rocks. I need to find something I can defog on. So the good thing is that it looks like Steelix is going to be really hard for him to break. That's what it looks like. So I could see him going for a Wisp here. Wisp, knockoff maybe, Calm Mind. Okay, Pursuit, that's fine. So obviously he's gonna switch into his Poniard here. Like there's no other play for him to make. I know it's a little bit. See, this is what I mean, but I didn't really think that out. Getting up rocks there was just really not a good option on my part. Oh, this thing could still be a huge problem. Like he can literally just Swords Dance here. Oh, that does a lot. Do I go for the Scald? No, can Sucker Punch knock me out? I don't think Sucker Punch would have knocked me out there. I'm gonna Toxic here, as he's just gonna get up his rocks. Okay. So yeah, Poniard is still a problem, but Toxicking this is really good. I Toxic both of his answers to Vacuum Wave, which is really good. That's basically what I needed. It's basically what I needed. Oh, what does this Ambipom do? I'm a little worried this thing has low kick. Oh, he does have low kick. Okay. Oh, why the crit? That crit might have mattered. Might have mattered. Oh, okay. This is like really, really close. See, yeah, because if he had got the knockoff crit, I'd probably be at around 70-ish. 70-ish%, I think. And this Poniard is still a huge issue, man. This Poniard is still a huge issue. And I bring back in Poliwrath here. Would he switch out? Like, now is the turn I feel like he would switch. So we're gonna Scald the incoming Spiritomb. Unfortunately, don't do entirely too much damage. I don't know if that crit might have mattered, because now I'm out of range of where I can live rocks. Is this still winnable? This may still be winnable. This is still winnable. This is still winnable. I Brave Bird here on the Poniard switch in. Oh, that did nothing. I could have played this better, honestly. I could have played this a lot better. Like, he's gotta just Sucker Punch here. I can live that +2 hit, but... yeah, even if I didn't Roost there, I would be too low for Ambipom. Because low kick probably just knocks me out. Oh, I don't know if I can win this, man. I don't know. Maybe? Oh, no. It depends. It really depends. So bad, dude. Okay, I lived. Okay, man, that was just... I'm sorry, guys. That was just a really roller coaster of a battle, man. Like, I had so many thoughts going through my head, and just, I don't know, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know I just kind of shut down there at the end. I was just trying to focus and think, but just, we're going to get one more battle. One more battle. Alright, guys, so this is going to be the last match, and I apologize that this is going to be, like, post-com, but my mic messed up, and just, I'm sorry. But this was a really, really, really good match. So, obviously, you guys know the team my opponent's using. It's a Joey team. It's whatever. I'm using this pretty cool team, like, this is part of the live. Hello? But, yeah, threats, obviously, Yamega's a huge issue. Sneasel could be really, really annoying. Virizion could potentially sweep late game depending on how things go. So, I thought he would lead off with the Steelix. So, I decided to lead off with my Poliwrath. But he ends up leading off with his Yamega, which I really don't agree with. It is good for him, but I have a pretty solid answer in Steelix. Although, yes, he is kind of able to weaken me. This is going to allow me to get on my rocks, though. And if I play around the Hitmonlee well enough, then it shouldn't be really that big of a problem. So, gonna get on my rocks as the Slowking comes in, and I'm gonna switch right into my Poliwrath because I thought that he would just go for the Psychic. Not Psychic, but go for the Scald. And then I was just gonna pull a double switch. But he goes for the Future Sight. And the fact that he's got Future Sight is actually really, really damn annoying. So, because Future Sight was up, and I had Poliwrath in, I was pretty sure he wasn't gonna go for the Scald, so I switched right into my Drapion. As he goes for the Dragon Tail, Dragon Tails me into my Golbat, and this is really bad because now, if he Dragon Tails me again and I switch out and he Dragon Tails me back into Golbat, I'm going to take a Future Sight right to the face. So, expecting him to Dragon Tail, predicting me to switch, I'm actually going to go for the Toxic, and I'm able to get off the Toxic on the Slowking, which is absolutely huge. And luckily, he Dragon Tails me into my Steelix. It would have been better if he Dragon Tailed me into Drapion, but Steelix is still a pretty solid answer. And now I'm thinking he could want to switch out here or just try and go for the Scald or go for the Future Sight again, as toxic damage is constantly racking up on him. And because he's got the Future Sight, he's not going to have Psychic or have a move to hit my Poliwrath with. So I go for the Toxic on the off chance that he would go for the Dragon Tail or try to switch into his Virizion, expecting me to go for the Scald. As he Dragon Tails me back into my damn Golbat, I have to switch out again as he gets rewarded and burns my Drapion. So yeah, that's really, really annoying because now Drapion literally does nothing. I know he's not going to switch into his Virizion, so I'm just going to knock off here because there's really nothing else I can even do. Like, at this point, Drapion is absolutely useless to me. So, just going to not knock him out, but knock him off, then go for the Hydro Vortex and just chip down the Steelix because that's really all I can do against it. And I switch into my Noivern, thinking he would Earthquake, but honestly, Heavy Slam isn't a bad play at all for him to have done there. And now he's in a scenario where he may have to sack something off because Slowking is toxic and worn down, and I have Rocks up, so it's not going to be living to potential Life Orb Hurricane. So he's going to sack off his Steelix here, which is really great because as soon as I defog, then I get rid of Rocks. So down it goes, in comes the Hitmonlee, and I'm thinking, okay, if this is Scarfed, he's going to spin, and then it just dies. If he's not Scarfed, it just dies. So he turns out to be Scarfed, goes for the spin, and of course, I missed, dude. And this was so huge. This is actually so huge because I could have got my Rocks up again against his Slowking potentially, and I could have potentially got them up against the Yamega. But I miss Hurricane, which means not only does he get rid of Rocks, but he keeps this Hitmonlee. He keeps this damn Hitmonlee to just roam the field when it should have died. But Noivern is blind. So I just go for Hurricane again, and I do get a crit. I guess that's kind of nice. Like, I mean, okay. I don't really care about the crit on Slowking. I would much rather have the Hitmonlee gone. But here, I'm very positive he's either going to go for the Scald or Future Sight, so I'm just going to try and go for the Roost. As he actually makes a pretty interesting switch in the Sneasel. I thought about making an aggressive play and just going for Hurricane again, and I guess in hindsight that might have been a little bit better, but I still do get some use out of my Noivern here because I can live Rocks. So I'm going to switch out, sack off Drapion because it literally does nothing after getting haxed. And it turns out that Sneasel is Life Orb. So here I'm thinking, okay, I'm a Poliwrath. There's literally no reason for him to stay in here. Like, there's literally no reason to stay in here against the Poliwrath. So, expecting him to switch into Slowking, I'm gonna pull a double switch into my Tyrantrum. And you know what he does? Oh, this was so upsetting, dude. Like, the tone of my voice right now does not... You guys don't understand. You don't understand how upsetting this move was. The fact that he stayed in against my Poliwrath... Like, I wanted to punched my screen, honestly. Like, I don't know if he predicted, I really hope he predicted me to switch out, expecting him to switch into Slowking. I really hope that's what he did, because if he just left in Sneasel to die, such a dumb play. Such a dumb play. But it works out for him here, because now the fact that I lost my Scarf on Tyrantrum means I don't know how I win. I really don't know how I win. He's got Scarf Hitmonlee, which should be dead. Yanmega drops my team on its neck. Virizion can still very well sweep me. So, yeah, like, turn 18, and I got lucked and made an over prediction. And things are really bad. Things are really, really bad. So I switch into an Icicle Crash. Luckily doesn't do entirely too much damage. So I'm just going to go for the Scald here. Don't get a burn on the Yanmega, which actually would have been absolutely amazing. So I'm going to switch out here. In hindsight, I should have sacked off Tyrantrum. Switching into Steelix here was a really, really dumb play. I shouldn't have done this. Yeah, because of Tinted Lens, he's just able to 2-hit KO me. And like I said, that was just a really dumb play on my part. Should have kept Steelix, but hindsight's 50-50. As I do bring in my Noivern though, and I'm going to be able to Flamethrower because the Slowking is toxic. He still can't safely switch it in, sorry. As in comes the Sneasel. And of course, he's just going to Ice Shard. I thought about switching out, but I don't live another Stealth Rock switch in anyways, so there was really no reason for me to do that. As I bring in my Poliwrath here, hoping that maybe he won't see the Vacuum Wave coming. So I'm going to go for the Scald. Actually, no, I think that's later in the match. Sorry. I go for Scald because I thought he would switch out. And even if he brings in Virizion, I can maybe burn that. I can burn the Hitmonlee, so we're going to see how things go. And I'm able to start wearing down this Slowking. Now, at this point, very positive, Slowking doesn't have Ice Beam and he doesn't have Future Sight, which means I can more or less safely switch into my Golbat. The only problem with that is that I need to be aggressive with Golbat. Like, I can't give him a free turn to just do whatever he wants. So he's going to switch into Virizion here. Probably because he thought I would just go for the Defog, which honestly isn't a bad play, because I've used Z move Virizion, which means there's a chance that this is like Z Continental Crush, so he probably knew he could knock me out after I went for the Defog and then just win with Virizion. But like I said, I have to be aggressive here. Like, I'm in the back foot. I've been in the back foot for like over half this match at this point, and I need to find some way to get out of it. So I go for Brave Bird, luckily just annihilate the incoming Virizion, which means I now have a chance. Fuck this Hitmonlee, by the way. I have a chance to win, but Sneasel is still a humongous problem. The fact that he still has Slowking could be a very, very big issue as well, especially with Future Sight. But the fact that he has Future Sight and not Psychic gives me 2 turns to kind of work around the Slowking and wear it down and maybe beat it 1v1. So that's kind of the only downside of Future Sight, is that it can be played around and you can use that 1 or 2 free turns to your advantage, which is what I'm going to try to do and what I have to do right now in order to even fathom winning this battle. So I'm going to switch out here. He's just going to go for knockoff Stone Edge maybe. If he Stone Edge there, I might have been able to live, as I'm going to get knocked out by the Future Sight. There was really no other play for me to make besides sacking off Tyrantrum there. If I had kept Steelix, this is where I could have switched in Steelix, maybe lived knockoff plus Future Sight, but then he probably just would have knocked me out with another knockoff. Well, I guess in that case I could have maybe switched out, but either way it's fine, because down goes Tyrantrum. I'm down 2-3, rocks are up. I still don't know how I win, so I just have to go for Scald here, dude. I thought about maybe switching into Golbat, but after rocks I die. Like, I have to spam Scald here, hope that I can get a burn, maybe get a crit too. I don't think I've got a single burn with Scald in this entire match, and he burned me with his first Scald. So yeah, just luck, man. Bad luck Leo coming through to full extent at this point. So I'm gonna Vacuum Wave here, hoping that he would just sack off the Hitmonlee, but for some reason he switches into his Slowbro. Now, I'm not sure why he made this play. Like, I really think he should have just sacked off the Hitmonlee instead of switching into a Slowbro here. Because at this point, again, I know he doesn't have Psychic. He doesn't have Ice Beam. If he goes for Scald and I stay in, he gives me HP. Unless I switch out, in which case he knocks out Golbat. So his only real moves to do here are to either Dragon Tail or go for the Future Sight. And because he's just about always been going for Future Sight originally, that's what more or less I thought he was going to go for, instead of going for the Dragon Tail, which he does go for the Future Sight, which is absolutely great, because here I can go for the Roost. And by going for the Roost, he's either going to go for Scald or he's going to go for Dragon Tail. By going for the Roost, I'm out of range where I'm knocked out by Stealth Rocks and I still have use for my Golbat. So he's going to Dragon Tail me. into my Poliwrath. And this is really bad because this is where Future Sight is going to hit. And it comes down to whether or not I leave in my Poliwrath to get knocked out, or I can sack off my Golbat here, in which case, unless he switches out, Slowking goes down and I win. And luckily, he probably didn't think I was going to switch out here, or he wasn't keeping up with Toxic turns, because as my Golbat goes down this turn, and he luckily misses Dragon Tail. I didn't see that in the original match, but that is perfectly justified, I think, because if you watch this replay again, you could see that my opponent got pretty lucky. So I will take that Dragon Tail miss, as down goes my Golbat, down goes his Slowking to the Toxic, and now it is Poliwrath against this Sneasel and against the Hitmonlee. Now Hitmonlee's Scarfed. Scarfed Hitmonlee never carry Mach Punch, which means if my Vacuum Wave can knock out Hitmonlee and I can knock out this Sneasel, Poliwrath is going to win us this battle. I don't know if Ice Shard knocks me out, but him Ice Sharding here is 100% his play, because me Vacuum Waving is my 100% play to make. So he does an Ice Shard, and I knock him out with the Vacuum Wave. In comes the Hitmonlee. No chance he's got the Mach Punch, and I'm going to be able to pull out the victory. So good game to my opponent there. I really thought I was going to lose, man. Like, just luck was so good in my opponent's favor, and that Dragon Tail miss was just absolutely justifying because I was able to win. So yeah, guys, this is the team. Check it out down below. Not my team, got it off the forums, but I will leave the link to the forums and the paste bin down below for you guys to use this pretty awesome team. So with all that being said, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Later, everybody.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in a knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears, or hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.